A gunman has opened fire outside a synagogue in East Jerusalem, a day after a deadly Israeli raid in the occupied West Bank. As Russian prisoners of war kill time in detention, the Kremlin says it's targeting NATO arms reinforcements. Ukraine's leader Volodymyr Zelensky has led commemorations for Holocaust Memorial Day, as his country is gripped by Europe's biggest conflict since World War II. And the Czech Republic is voting for a new president. The race has come down to a retired army general and a billionaire populist. A gunman has opened fire and killed at least 7 people outside a synagogue in East Jerusalem. Emergency services say they are treating 10 wounded, some in a critical condition. Israeli police have called it a terror attack and say the gunman was shot and killed at the scene. The shooting follows a deadly Israeli raid in the occupied West Bank on Thursday. 9 Palestinians were killed in one day. This was followed by rocket fire into Israel from Gaza, and Israel responded with airstrikes.
Russian prisoners of war held in an undisclosed location in Ukraine. Their identities protected by a Belgian TV crew in line with the Geneva Convention. The prisoners hope to be exchanged for Ukrainian POWs. On the TV, the propaganda told us that the Ukrainian government had been taken over by Nazis, with their flags and everything, but I found that that was not the case. This officer says he has no regrets, that he was just a professional doing his job. I've always served in the army, that's why I can't regret anything. Beyond the prison walls, the war goes on. Russia's claim is that Thursday's missile attacks disrupted NATO's transportation of weapons and ammunition. Ukraine says it downed dozens of missiles. Looking ahead to a day of reckoning, Europe's justice ministers and others are examining more than 65,000 reported crimes.
We are now dealing with the largest number of documented war crimes of all time.
He's the Jewish-descended leader of a country gripped by Europe's biggest conflict since World War II. Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky has led the ceremony of the Holocaust Memorial Day at Babin Yar, a grassy park on the site of a massacre. Here, 30,000 Jews were killed in the Holocaust. Across the border at Auschwitz in Poland, the war just next door was in the minds of those who gathered to commemorate the 6 million Jews murdered by the Nazis.
Stojąc tu, w miejscu pamięci Birkenau,
today, while standing here, I am terrified to read reports about a war which has been going on so close to us. Russia has been conducting a war against Ukraine. Why? Why does politics look like this?
For the first time since the day's conception, Russia was not invited to join the international commemoration at the extermination site its soldiers once liberated.
The Czech Republic is voting for a new president, and it has come down to a retired army general and a populist billionaire. Petr Pavel is in the lead, and pre-election polls suggest he could win 57% of the vote, despite not having any experience, which is a thing his opponent, tycoon Andrej Babiš, has plenty of. Babiš served as prime minister from 2017 to 2021 and faced several scandals. Just days before the first round, a Prague court acquitted him of fraud charges and an almost €2 million case involving EU subsidies. During the campaign, Babiš also caused a stir by saying that he wouldn't send troops to Poland or the Baltics if his country's NATO allies were attacked. His rival Pavel previously headed the NATO military committee, and he has fully endorsed his country's military and humanitarian support for Ukraine. Voting ends Saturday afternoon.